because we are going to be speaking about the greatest love story ever told. My personal favorite film of all time. It's actually not, but I'm going to say it because it's funny. Twilight. We're watching the first movie in the Twilight saga. Well, we've watched it already, and we're going to speak about it for you today. And I'm absolutely buzzing. And I hope you are too, because it's going to be a juicy episode. But first, before we get into all of this, how have you both been? What has your week been looking like? What are your stresses? What are your freedoms? How's things?
Things are good. What if I... Not that stressed, actually. Just, like, having a good time. I've just been looking forward to chatting. Just my highlight has been watching Twilight.
Yeah.
Because how could it not be?
My highlight has been watching Twilight and then spending the rest of the week thinking about Twilight and the youth of yesterday and if they are all right and what I was doing when Twilight came out and was I okay? And just generally just counting down the days to talk about this film.
I know. I'm so excited. We've discussed doing this film many times. So I'm going to have to just be honest and say that we're recording this episode last year. And last year is the 15-year anniversary of Twilight coming out. And that was sort of the reason why we finally pulled the trigger and said, like, let's do it. But since this is coming out, strikes, whatever, it's coming out later. So we're not going to make it a 15-year anniversary special. But just know that it's 15 years old. And do you know what? It's aging like a fine wine. Okay, so just a little bit of context. Twilight is based on a saga of books by Stephenie Meyer, or as I like to call her, Mother. The whole series of films has grossed over over $5 billion worldwide, which is kind of insane. But the first Twilight movie was released on November 21st, 2008. Best day of my life. And I didn't think that I was going to do a synopsis for this because I felt like everyone's seen this film. But actually, we're in the presence of someone who has watched this movie for the first time just for the podcast episode, which we'll get into later. So myself and Lowry have a lot of nostalgia around this film. But for Hannah, she watched it for the first time as an adult woman. And so I just can't wait to hear your thoughts, having not had, the memories of like teenage angst to like go like to sort of fuel you. But anyway, for anyone who hasn't seen Twilight, I will give you a brief synopsis. And this is a hilarious synopsis that I found online. Bella Swan is an average teenage girl who often goes unnoticed. However, her life changes for the better when she meets Edward Cullen, a vampire with dreamy eyes and skin that sparkles in the sunlight. That's it. That is the synopsis on Google, which is so funny. I found another one which says like 108-year-old vampire, but...
Well, that was the only difference.
Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't say the funny bit about sparkly skin, so I thought I'm going to say the other one. As I said, it released in 2008 and it grossed $35 million at the box office on its opening day, which is crazy. Whoa. Yeah, and has come to gross $3.3 million worldwide. And then the DVD was released on... Sorry, is this too much for right now?
No, it's great.
Sorry.
Hannah's just shocked by all the money that it's bringing in. I think it's because it was already a really successful book.
Okay,
yeah. The book was already big.
I was like, how has this picked up so much momentum in the first day? Everyone was like, quick, go now.
Yeah, the book was popular. The book was real popular. I have never read the book. Have you read the book?
Oh, I've read all the books multiple times.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. We have three very varied opinions coming to the table today. This is a juicy, juicy episode. But anyway, the DVD was released in 2009 and it grossed. Never really have been. Don't know why. I think I just love Edward. So.
Team Edward.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, well, Some final thoughts from our audience. Sydney Bauer says, it showed that teenage love can have high stakes, and that's so validating for an age that is typically looked at as very naive. I'm also very critical of Twilight because the relationship is very toxic, and that makes the conversation around it so much richer.
You know what? I love that so much. And maybe that is what why everybody wanted it so much, is because it's such a serious relationship. And I think just at that age, you want to be taken seriously. And that's like the point the whole way through. It's like, no, it's so serious.
The stakes are super high. It's life and death. And like, do you choose him or not? That's how love feels when you're 15.
Yeah, that is the thing that we were trying to talk about earlier.
Like, it's not just like a little teeny fancy.
It's not puppy love.
It's like, no, this is deep. I will die for you.
I know what love is, Mum. You don't. You don't even love Dad.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why people love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who said that, but they just absolutely nailed it.
Sydney Bauer.
Sydney Bauer nailed it.
Yeah, you really know what's up. Incredible. Thank you, everyone, for writing in. And thank you, Stephenie Meyer, for this incredible story, and Catherine Hardwicke for bringing it to the big screen. We are forever changed and will forever be grateful. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please write to us on Instagram, on our email. We're at Frank Film Club or filmclub@rap.world. Tune in next week for another juicy episode. But for now, ha, 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 ha.
Thanks so much for watching. Next week, we're going to be back and we are watching Poor Things by Yorgos Lanthimos. So give it a watch. I think it should be available on Disney Plus. At the moment, it's in cinemas when we're recording. But it should be there now. So go and have a watch and meet us back here next week. And thanks so much for listening.
If you'd like to see more videos like this, then please give us a like and subscribe, because it really helps our channel more than you could know. And get in touch with us in the comment section. Tell us if you liked the film, if you didn't like it. We'd love to know.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.